everybody, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Blightbound, which is an RPG, like a dungeon crawler RPG. Yeah, it's in early access. It released into early access on Steam Early Access a couple of days ago. And I figured I'd try it out, let you guys know what I thought. So far, I have completed the tutorial and run like 3 or 4 dungeons. It was more like I ran 2 dungeons. I tried to run a dungeon and then a player disconnected, and then I just tried to run a dungeon and then the healer ran off into the corner and let us die. So, you know, typical dungeon crawler things. Yay! Anyway, it's pretty basic dungeon crawler. So you've got your warrior here, that's your tank. You've got Scarlet, your assassin here, DPS. And you've got Koros, your mage, who is obviously the healer. Very, very basic. When you queue into a dungeon, there are 3 players, a DPS, a tank, and a healer. You don't get to pick which player you're going to queue as. I think when you hit one of the higher prestige levels, it will let you pick who you get to queue as, but I am only at level 6, and so I cannot currently pick who I queue as. So I'm gonna go ahead and just queue for a dungeon here, and we'll hit queue, and we'll find some random party members. Oh look, that was like so quick. And we're gonna jump in, and we're gonna go clear out a dungeon. So there are a bunch of different options here. I'm gonna choose this place because I can. Oh, look, I'm playing the warrior this time. Tank! Yay, tank! Apparently he wants to, but we're gonna go with this one because, nope, we're going with a random one because we couldn't decide, I guess. So tank's job is obviously just to, gather people's attention and, you know, shield them. Super easy. Apparently our healer is not coming with us. It's fine. Ah! What the hell? I'm doing a terrible job as a tank right now. Alright, so I forgot that it is E that summons enemies near you, not R, so that was my bad. So that was not great to start off the thing there with, but... So the assassin does most damage from behind, so if I can get everyone to me, the assassin will sweep around behind them and everything will be all good. So keep their attention on you, shield, and the assassin comes up behind them and stabs them. That's pretty much the name of the game here. By shield, I stand ready. And it's pretty basic. The mechanics aren't really very complicated, so I don't really have, you don't have like too much trouble doing anything. You just keep their attention on you and you shield and everything is all good. The mage is also actually like really good at fighting. Surprisingly good at fighting. Can you please DPS? Can you? Thank you. I appreciate your contribution to the war effort here. So far, I haven't queued with people who are terrible. Like the last queue, the exception. I don't really know what was going on there. I feel like he was trying to cut off part of the dungeon, but the thing is that the game is so new that I don't really know that you can expect people to reliably be able to cut off any part of the dungeon. Also, there are traps. They're pretty basic. There are some times where it's like, you stand here and your other players have to stand places, and you can... I accidentally hit Q and I didn't mean to, but that triggered my ultimate ability here, which is not really what I wanted to do. But it's fine. So if I hit Q, I turn into a giant angry beast thing.
Have you come to seek our mistress?
What is that? I don't know what that is, but let's I don't know what this thing is, but it's doing pretty good damage to me, so I don't want to stand near it. I probably don't want to stand near it. Don't stand in the circles. Never stand in the circles. It doesn't give you a good indicator of what you shouldn't stand in, but pretty much if it's red and glowy, don't stand in it. That's what I've got so far. don't stand in red and glowy things, and the mechanics are fairly simple, easy enough to understand. Also, every now and then, like as you play a character, they'll start shouting about their life story, which is totally unnecessary, but yeah. Also, these mobs have a pretty good like attack pattern that's fairly predictable, so you can like shield and then attack and then shield. In case you were wondering, it's all things that you can do. Oh shit! Don't get attacked by those. It's terrible. Just don't get attacked by those. Woo! That guy hit me and I went flying. Apparently you can damage this. I didn't actually know that you could damage that.
Useful.
Going through the door, the constant load screens. Like every like you fight for like a minute and then you have to go through a load screen. It's like why? The warrior moves really slow. So this is what I'm talking about. There's like little things that you like have to stand on. It's pretty clear, but you have to work together in order to do it. So stand on that and then you load into the Ravaged Tombs apparently. So off we go into the Ravaged Tombs, except that my teammates... Oh yeah, there they are. I was like, they seem to have run off in another direction, and I was like, no, come back guys, don't make me load into this zone by myself. We're going this way apparently. To stand on the thing, I'm coming. To stand on the thing, I'm coming. The lady's not standing on it. Hey! Where are you going? Thank you. Oh, don't stand in the purple things. Easy enough. And I turned into the Hulk again, you know, just anger. The assassins are always just so much faster, like I assure you, they are so much faster than everyone else. That's because they take like mobility or something. Agility makes them run faster. So yeah. Having a little bit of issues here with the recharge time on my... I always hit Q on accident. Like, I need to rebind my ultimate to something else because it is never what I want to be using right this second. Oh, I'm down. Can you pick me up, please? Can you pick me up, please? Will one of you pick me up? Thank you. Thank you! There we go. We didn't die. I had to get picked up, it's fine. We need to find a key to unlock that door. The keys are found in like barrels and stuff. I don't really know exactly how you find the keys. They're scattered out throughout here somewhere. Honestly, the mechanics of this game are pretty simple, but I haven't really figured them all out, so that's a thing. It's just like, where is the best placement for the warrior to draw people to so that the assassin has the best access? I don't really know, for sure. I'm just always kind of winging it. In terms of what is the best thing for me to do for the assassin. I don't know. The more you play this, I'm sure the more that those things will become clear. And they will eventually become clear because that's like an important part of any RPG is knowing what you need to be doing in order to help your party members. What are we doing in here? I think you just pop in here and kill things and that's it. Okay, that was a very small encounter that we had to load in for. So many load screens. I bet you could probably skip that area. I don't know if, like, maybe they got a key and I don't know it. Oh, dang, these things explode into the little, like, slow... New quest, find an alternative route. Okay, I will find an alternative route. Alright, so we have to find an alternative route. Attack enemies to keep their attention. Okay, great, I can do that. There's like little hints that pop up over here. I don't know what the alternative route is, but I'm suspecting it's this way, guys.
Enemies approach.
There are enemies here, so that's definitely the way we want to be going. Yay! So we go back over here, and probably one of the ways that we didn't go is the way that you need to go now.
I stand ready.
This'll be a cinch.
Will it be a cinch? Will it?
Try this on. Got the mana.
Alright, so somebody obviously had a key to this gate, which we probably found over in the other zone. Then you have to come back here, and then you'll probably loop around. I have no idea. I haven't actually done this particular dungeon yet, so... Pet went this way. Pet is pretty certain that we're going this way. The party is in combat, so you can't leave. Oh, I didn't realize that we triggered anything. Can I shield you from something? Nope. No shielding. No shielding. And we go over to wherever we go. To a random place here. And if you break these, you can walk through here. Yay! That beam that wizard just did is like always so good. I'm just like, yay! Wizard beam! I like that he just got like disinterested and was walking away. So if I block things, like my abilities recharge. Like, just shield, come here, thank you. But if the wizard hits him 6,000 times, obviously he's going to be more interested in the wizard than me. I don't know what that little beam thing is just doing to me, but it didn't seem like a good place to be. I think that guy was just stunned just now. That was cool. Oh, that seemed like not a great thing to be taking to the base. I don't know. Didn't do all that much damage, so I guess it was fine. Okay, here we go. We're following this direction. We're going this direction. Oh my gosh, that assassin runs so much faster than me. And we're back to where we just were.
Charged up.
But I'm apparently charged up. I think the gate comes down to be like, you already went this direction. So stand on this.
Stepping on it right now.
What do you have to stamp it? What are we doing? We have to step on those two things. What? Step on this things? Step on this things. Okay, we step on these things. Okay, okay, alright, I understand now. So then... And then he steps on that one, and that's how we get through. Okay, alright, that was so... That was... Okay. I follow. This time, I promise. Alright. Kill this thing. I don't know why we're killing this thing. Oh, we have to break it. Alright. Wizard, are you gonna come stand on the thing?
Stepping on. Got the mana.
Got a mana orb.
Apparently I picked up a mana orb. I don't need a mana orb, but you know. Alright, this is the boss. Great. I'm excited about fighting the boss. The boss is apparently cultists. Okay, don't stand in their beam thing, obviously. You probably don't want to do that. I need to block something from the cultists. Oh man, I'm like trapped. I'm trying to get out of the cultist's face here. Okay, okay. Dealing with the cultists is a bit of a problem. And stab. Stab. Can I get a heal real quick? Oh, he warded me. Okay, that's good enough. Yay! We beat the cultists. Oh my gosh, there's like so much going on in my face I can't see what's going on. That was terrible. That was a terrible performance, but there we go. And we'll come over here, and this will return us to our refuge, and we'll have completed this dungeon successfully. Yay! Victory! So what we get is like an after-action report that tells us how much blight we've got, and then it tells us how much stuff we found as well. So we got sparks, that's the gold. We've got these embers things. This is a currency or whatever specific to the warrior. And then we got a whole bunch of gear. So we hit continue. And we'll come back to here. This is our refuge, and you'll see that our notoriety went up, and that's what I get for like staying with a party. So if I stay with this party and then I hit ready, I'll go back in with these same members real quick. So let's quickly go to our quartermaster and see if we got anything that would be really good for our
I will use this.
our
Yes.
warrior. So we got a new weapon. We'll throw that on him. This is plus 200 health. Let's change out one of our trinkets for this.
I will use this.
And yeah, honestly, we'll hit ready and we'll see if these guys are ready to play as well. Because then we'll just queue back in, our notoriety goes up, and that means we've unlocked more dungeons, different dungeon options. So if we click here, we can see that we've now unlocked prestige level 7, which is nice. So the party is all ready, and now we're going to pop in, and we're going to say your notoriety amongst your enemies has gone up. This happens when you complete a dungeon and continue with the same party. Some dungeons will now be extra hard, also grants extra, sure. Okay. I don't really care where we end up, honestly. That's fine. Okay guys, so what we're doing here is we're doing a quick just recap of some of the more interesting mechanics in this dungeon. So you'll see we're running up here and there's these little beams that rotate. They're beams of death. You don't want to get hit by the beams of death, obviously. As we run through here, it's really actually very simple until our healer gets chomped. I've got to run back and save him, and then we continue forward, and I think we all kind of get lasered there. But it's fine. The next mechanic you'll see that's kind of interesting is you've got a bunch of different pressure plates that we all need to stand on. There's some weights over here in the corner. You'll see our healer running off to get one right now and dragging it back. In the meantime, we're just fighting wave after wave of enemies who appear to just continue coming. The enemies will just keep coming until I think that we get all of the things covered. Don't actually know. As you can see, I've got a much better handle this time around on how to use the shield and when to attack with the warrior. All of that just kind of comes with like the more time you play the game. I think that right now our, yeah, there we go, our assassin's finally like, oh yeah, we need to move these weight things. Okay, so obviously we're still missing one because we've only got 3 players, and yeah. So I'm just going to keep hacking away at things. About this point is where I'm realizing that like these enemies are going to just keep coming. And right about in here, I think, is where like we magically stand on all of the plates or something, and we're like free and good to go. Because our healer's like sitting here, our mage is sitting here just like hacking away at things, and it's like, dude, go stand on a plate, please. And there we go, it's like finally free. So here is a really interesting one. We all went into different cave thingies, and now we're on 3 different paths, and the 3 paths have to be activated in set different ways so that we can actually kind of let each other through the traps. Interesting, I guess. That entertaining, not really. It was very basic, so in the end I didn't really think that this added that much dynamicness to the game, but it was definitely something different. And then, you know, we run over here and let our healer go. Let her here we go. Let him out, you know. We're not going that way, apparently. Okay, we're fighting the boss. Hemog the Crimson One. Alright, Hemog the Crimson One. Hemog, no. Hey, why are you not facing me? Face me! Face me! Face me! Face me! Ah! I think that we should not stand in the... Can you please hit me with things? Like, he's focused on me, but he won't hit me. There we go. Oh, I'm taking damage because I'm standing in that thing. There we go. Oh gosh, which one of you is real? Which one of you is the person that I want to take care of? Are you gonna hit me? Are you gonna hit me? Are you gonna hit me? Come on, hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Yay! So much gold! Success! We were successful. Now you come over here, and you end up returning to your refuge.
Don't expect me to celebrate this victory.
So, that was interesting. I mean, each dungeon seems pretty different, and I think the dungeons get more complicated and harder the longer you go with the same group. I think they start you out in easier dungeons as a group, so that you can go to the more complicated ones after you've kind of gotten to know each other. Maybe. Not 100% sure. So as you can see, our notoriety increased. It's probably like level 2 now. Every dungeon you finish together, it goes up 1. We now have Sunwalker Krom or whatever as our unavailable hero. Okay, new hero rescued. You have recovered a new hero from the Blight. We need all the fighters to help us support the refuge. Every hero will introduce themselves, and you can find more in their journal in the refuge. That's great. So if I come over here, I can click on Krom. He doesn't really have any good stats because he's level 0. We don't really know anything about him. And then I can queue him for battle, but then that unqueues my actual more powerful warrior, so that's probably not something you want to do. So let's talk about the gear here real quick. You can see you get a weapon and another weapon or a shield, and then trinket slots. So Scarlet is assassin. She has 2 daggers and 2 trinket slots. Krom has just his staff and then 3 trinket slots, and then the warriors have the sword, the shield, and then 2 trinket slots. Trinkets kind of seem random in what they do, but the weapons are all pretty standard. Your warriors use swords, your assassin uses daggers, and your mage uses a staff. As you level up your gear, that also increases your prestige, so yay! And you can see here, I think this right here, this light beam is how close you are to the next level of prestige. Yeah, right here, level 9 prestige, Q as a single hero, so that way you can actually choose who you want to level. I bet you that's really, really convenient for leveling certain heroes versus, just kind of randomly and ending up leveling your people randomly. Alright guys, so that right there is Blightbound. I would say that it is entertaining enough. You can queue in, do a couple of dungeons, and then move on with your day. So that's nice that the game span is really short, so kind of like a lot of the Battle Royale games now. You jump in, you play one game, you can go and do dishes after that if you need to. The graphics are... they're all right. You're this 2D little character in a 3D world. It's a little bit strange, but it's all right. It was a design decision. It's cute. The number of loading screens in the dungeons is my biggest complaint. Every second, I feel like I'm in a loading screen, and I'm just I don't want to have to load 60,000 times. It's if you were running through the world of Skyrim and you had to go every time you took a left turn or something, you had to go through a loading screen. That would be really irritating. Well, that's kind of what this feels like. Again, it's early access, so maybe that'll be reduced going forward. I didn't really run into any bugs. I know that people have said that there have been bugs. I haven't run into any, so I don't know about that. In terms of bang for your buck, I would say that this is probably a no-go. In my region, this is $17.99 US dollars. Of course, Steam pricing is kind of based on your region, aka your country, and what would be reasonable in that area. So it may be cheaper and it might, I guess, be more expensive somewhere else, but for me, that is way too much to pay for this game, because this game is so basic currently. It lacks multi-classing, all of the equipment is pretty basic, all of the stats on it are very basic, nothing is like really interesting. All of the mechanics within dungeons are pretty basic, so there's nothing really intriguing about this game, like, oh, I really must play it. It's very basic. You know, you only have your 3 types. You have your tank, your healer, and your DPS, and you can't cross those, you can't mix those, you can't do anything. And that's why I'm thinking that right now, as this game is, it's overpriced. But it is early access, so it may go somewhere. We don't know yet. Additionally, keep in mind that you can level up your prestige levels, and that may add things that I have yet to encounter. That may add, I know that you can like hire a blacksmith, and if you hire a blacksmith, maybe you can get a bunch of different types of weapons or something like that. I haven't gotten that far, and I'm not going to put that much more time into this game yet. This is just a quick first look. So yeah, prestige, don't know what it does, not really sure how I feel about it, and those are just my initial thoughts. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to hit like if you like this episode. Subscribe if you're not already. I upload new episodes every day. Okay, thanks, bye!